This Sunday workout was really productive, and it was kind of primed from the Saturday workout where I didn't really go too heavy on anything, but I did high block work yesterday and I did more today. I decided to use the wood blocks today and not the crash pad because I originally was going to do below the knee block work, but with the 12-inch blocks, the barbell is precisely at my knee, which is a really awkward position, so I threw the top block thing, I don't really know what they're called, but the little piece that goes on the top of the blocks that's meant to protect the bigger parts, and it made it 15 inches, so I was really happy with that because I put it in the high block position, a really natural position, so just how the 15-inch ones that I have decommissioned are. But the high block snatches and clean and jerks went really well. I got up to 120 kilos with the snatches, and they all felt pretty stable. Caught them all in pretty good positions and was able to kind of hold it in the bottom for a little bit with all the reps, so I was happy with how all of those went. Then worked up on clean jerks, got up to 143. I randomly missed the clean, but it was mostly because once I caught it, it kind of slipped down my chest a little bit, and so I was holding it in my wrist quite a bit. So that's why you kind of see me pitch forward. It was just in my hands, and that's not really that comfortable, obviously, with having all that pressure on my wrist, and I didn't feel like fighting it up. It was like some sort of PR or something that I might have, but with a rep like that, like just better to just repeat it than to try to force it up and put extra strain on your wrist when you don't really need to. So when I repeated it, the clean was a lot better. Jerk felt really good. Felt really symmetrical, and really the jerks and all of the lifts today. So I was really happy with that. And then really the rest of it was just kind of routine stuff with back squats, some pulls, some behind the neck snatch grip press, and some band work. Just continue to strengthen the shoulders as much as I can. But this Sunday was a productive workout, so I was really happy with how everything's moving. Hopefully I can continue to take this momentum into the week. I think the sleep and being consistent on that has been helping a lot with just having consistent workouts. And I think the bodyweight squats have actually been kind of nice to do. I think I only did like 30 today, but it's kind of nice to do it like a couple hours before you train because it kind of just warms up your legs and gets blood flowing in that area. So when you come to work out, you kind of get warmed up a little bit faster. At least I feel like I'm getting warmed up a little bit faster when I'm out here. Thankfully, it's not cold enough to where I'm really having to spend a lot of time physically warming up. When it's like in the 50s or 40s, I can still train out here, but I have to spend like 30 minutes just existing in the shed to slowly warm it up and to warm my body up physically because it does take a while, and the barbell actually, because that will be very cold initially. But thankfully, I think it was still in the close to 70 today, so it was a perfect day for lifting. Even though I did have the shed doors closed, and that was mostly just because of the wind. But the shed doors kind of blow around in the wind a little bit, even though they don't move too well, which is kind of weird how they still blow around in the wind. But anywho, good day of training. Hopefully I can take this momentum into the week and continue to move things in the good direction. I'm not really sure what training I'm going to do tomorrow, but I am going to train. That's all I do know. So when I...
8 years since the last time, if you go off the schedule, 4 years later, Green Bay will be at New England. 4 years after that, then New England will come back here. The extra week, though, that you add, sometimes you get these inter-conference matchups, but it could be the last time Bill sees this field.
That's true. And by that time, Rodgers will be playing for New England. Brady will be playing for the Packers.
3rd and 5. Pass caught. And man covered by Adrian Phillips. Jones brought down right away.
This is a big call now. You go for this 4th down because you can tie the game because it's not short. But you also got Aaron Rodgers and Phillips.
Well, it's what,
really
4th
good
and
job.
3. You're talking about